Anton Daniels, a conservative maggot, went on the Corey Holcomb podcast. Not to be respectful, but he came in there in bad faith. We're going to slow it down and go into it clip by clip and show you exactly how he was trying to agitate Corey, exposing the tactics he learned from his MAGA bosses. And now it's time to break down some clips. Watch how Anton takes the first jab.
I was on time, I'm going to just say that.
Hey, yes, we expected it. I already knew. That's why I got here almost on time.
I was on time.
See, right there is in bad faith. He didn't come in there to debate. Okay, he came in grabbing something small right off the bat. Self-serving. Okay, he can claim a win before the conversation even starts. But pay attention next how he throws another jab.
I know
your chat think they tough. I noticed that.
They think they tough?
They think they tough.
Yeah. They be out there.
They not that tough.
Uh-oh.
We seen,
you charging them up.
Here we go. We seen worse. You know, I don't pay attention to niggas that don't got no profile picture.
You know, I always
I promise to God, bro.
And they scared to step forward.
I don't pay attention. I think them type of niggas jerk off in their socks.
Yeah.
Now, I've been watching the 5150 show a long time, since Bobby Glantone and Bad Breath Chris. But every time a guest come on, they take shots at the chat room goons, but they usually do it in a humorous way. Now, I'm saying he wasn't that serious, but you could tell right away his tone. It just wasn't right. I said right then and there, this interview is not going to go well. And I stopped watching it, and I said, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I woke up to all the drama. I knew that was going to happen. Corey wanted to go into politics later so you can establish a relationship before you get into all that. It's like being on the first date. You don't want to talk about religion and politics right away. Establish a rapport.
Politics, because that ain't what the show about.
We got to get there, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't want you to miss no points.
All right, I'm with it.
Now you see how he's saying I'm with it, rolling up his sleeves, man, getting ready for combat. Now he's getting ready to sidestep some of Corey's questions.
What do you feel about this nation as they jack other nations for their resources and play it off like it's other reasons? I'm talking about this nation, the U.S.
That's the part of the game.
When you say the part of the game, I don't understand.
Everybody done been conquered. Slavery didn't exist way before we ever came in here.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see what the problem is.
Now, you see what he's doing? Of course you don't see what the problem is. That's classic dodge. Wasn't even talking about slavery. The man went to slavery. But that's what a lot of conservatives... But that's what a lot of conservatives do. They sidestep. This is a MAGA trick. They always turn the conversation to crime or slavery when it comes to black people. This is how they try to win an argument. But I'm going to touch on that later. But this is something people always say about slavery. At one time, everybody was conquered. We don't live in this barbaric world anymore. And he's just sitting up there talking about it's part of the game. What are you talking about, man? That's not part of the game. That's part of the old game that's supposed to be gone.
Here, when me, for example, as an African-American male, I know how I got here. I didn't take the cheap flight on Frontier here. My people were kidnapped. My people were robbed. They what?
They were sold by Africans.
Yes, black people were sold here by the Africans. Okay, and what you seen in Roots was just part of it, but the majority was sold here. But here's what people don't talk about or realize. Some Africans don't even like to talk about this. European had already divided up the country. So those slaveholders over there was just part of the system that the Europeans came and established. Yep. The kings and queens of Europe controlled the slave trade in Africa. Now watch how he started talking about how black people are not racist and we don't get along. And you know, I did a video about this with an Asian guy and I hadn't edited yet, but I'm gonna put that video up. This is a narrative that they want to push out there because this helps them get away with their crimes they do behind the scene. Now watch this.
They were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us. Black people is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. We don't even like each other.
So can I ask you a question?
No, hold on. Let's stay there.
Okay.
We don't even like each other. And so black people participate. Some of the first slavers in the United States of America was black people. That's the truth.
Folks, that's a lazy way to look at it. Yes, a small number of black people owned slaves, okay, but it was rare. No black person owned a big plantation. What would happen is the master would take some of his kids or a longtime slave that he liked, and when it was time to do the sharecropping, see, it was sharecropping when those black people owned the slaves. Slaves never took their names. They still held on to their original master's name. See, sharecropping came in 1865. It replaced the chains with contracts. So free blacks, they didn't even own their own land because you had to be a landowner to be a slave owner. But they were sharecropping with their old master. They didn't have any power. It's almost like the record companies, the major record companies own everything, make billions, and then these black dudes come along and be independent have their independent black labels. Who has the power? Okay, and that's all they was doing. That's all P. Diddy and Suge Knight and all these independent labels, Baby and all them, they just sharecropping. They don't have any real power. So those slaves owners didn't have any power. They might have had one or two slaves helping around their house, and that was it. They never had a big plantation, ever. So what he's talking about is ridiculous because the whole system was created by them.
What you niggas want?
What do you mean when you say what you need?
What do y'all want?
What
Like,
do you want?
cause y'all complaining about it over and over again, and I'm trying to understand what is it that y'all looking for.
See, folks, right there, he threw his first uppercut. He has been throwing jabs, but he threw his first uppercut. What do you mean, what do black people want? And then he pointed directly at Corey, what y'all want. And that's why we're going to break this down, because you're going to notice as these clips go on how he gets more and more agitated. But now watch how he take the confrontation to another level.
But I'm tired of niggas complaining about shit that they have never been through.
Like,
You've been through some shit, but you ain't been through that.
I don't
And so-
understand. What are you saying? Like,
Because most of the niggas that's complaining about it ain't never even really seen real racism. These is new niggas. All of these internet niggas right here, these is new niggas.
So are you saying black people in the United States, some of them have skipped over racism?
Yes, definitively.
Now you see how aggressive he is while he's speaking, but Corey is still laughing. Corey is still responding like a comedian. How you gonna come on a comedian show and still be this serious?
You have a greater chance of being killed by somebody that look like you than to ever interact with somebody that don't look like you and kill you.
Now you see that? That's how you know he's media raised, because the media started this black on black crime. But people kill each other. Everybody is killed by their own communities, their own people, white people, Asians, Hispanics. The majority of people who kill them look like them. But they start this narrative of black on black crime, but they don't use the terminology when white people kill each other. A young man just went and killed both of his parents, a famous producer. They didn't say white on white crime. Another man was watching football, killed his wife in front of the kids over a football game. You didn't see the headline saying white on white crime? You see the difference?
Black people, do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something wrong with
Black
that.
is a construct. They told you that you was black.
Okay, well,
that's
brown.
why you start
Brown
believing it.
then.
No.
Maybe I'm
We not brown. We not black. We not none of that shit.
Oh, well, what are we?
We not none. For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am.
Y'all see that? This is cognitive avoidance. He's steering away from the real questions instead of just answering them straight up. Are you black? What you mean you a Christian? You still black? Christians can't be black? Okay, it sure is a lot of white Christians out here claiming their colors. And you'll notice as everything goes on, watch how he keeps trying to agitate Corey. He started all this, period.
And the thing about other cultures, whether you black, Chinese, Asians don't fuck with each other just because they're Asian. Yeah. Chinese people and Japanese people and Taiwanese people, they're all different. Koreans are different. All white people don't fuck with all white people. So why do I have an obligation to fuck with somebody just because he black?
Okay.
And then the definition of how you define black is based off of something that a white man gave to you.
Okay, well, trust me, brother. You white people, let me tell you something. I know Caucasian people that have looked at me and threw me licks. But I am from Chicago.
And I'm from Detroit.
It was Chicago is very segregated. I knew nothing about Caucasian people until I moved to Los Angeles. And a lot of the stories I heard, it turned out to be just that.
Okay, you see this man? First he said black people don't get along. That's their biggest problem, which is not true. That's only the dumbass gangbangers and drug dealers who be fighting each other. Our numbers that don't get along is just like anyone else. Now he's going to turn around and say, well, everybody don't get along with each other. Man, make up your damn mind. First you say black people don't get along. Now you're saying other people don't get along. Okay? And he's still the one that's aggressive for no reason. Watch how he try to corner Corey and land a body blow. He's getting ready to throw a body blow right now, folks.
The racism that you have in your heart, it was taught to you.
You say I'm racist?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I studied you.
See,
Wow.
I studied you.
This is why
Where am I
wait,
racist? I don't know a lot of racism in me. But
Absolutely.
maybe you can show me something I don't know.
We're going to
this
get there.
is why I wanted
We'll
you
get
guys
there.
to start the show off in your own bubble.
No,
I
when
don't wanna-
Brother Anton Daniels was talking to me on the phone, I knew that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things,
Yeah,
but
we
I
talked about
believe
that.
we can have a conversation like men. It's like a
Absolutely.
lot of stuff he said right now, I disagree with so much. But
Both of us.
I'm going to try to make a point because I have
Okay,
the hopes. I have the hopes in reaching him.
Now look how cool Corey is, even after being insulted by this man. The man called him a racist, called him a name. He was the first one to call someone else a name. But Corey was trying to be cool with this man, okay? He was trying to be cool, because we all know Corey's sharp with it when it comes to that comedy game. He could have hit him with some combinations real quick. But he's trying to be cool with this man. And this man called Corey a name, called him a racist, which you know we can't be racist. Yes, we can be bigot, we can be prejudiced, but black people can't be racist. You have to have control to implement racism. But this is when I knew this man came in here in bad faith.
Today, I'm talking to a brother who knows how to work the internet well and get money.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like everything comes in its season for a man like me. I don't say I got all the answers to everything, but I am willing to talk logically to people who I feel like are able to communicate. That's what I'm saying. Because like the stuff you say, and you know, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, that's your personality too. Like,
And it would be boring to hear just
Now you see that? This man insulted Corey, dissed him on his own show. And Corey still came back and gave the man a compliment, even after the man insulted him. Okay, this is why I like watching Corey's show, is because regardless if you agree with him or not, he's sincere about how he feel about black people in the black community. He is sincere. Okay, it's the same reason why I liked Kevin Samuels. I didn't agree with him all the time, but the way he structured his content, I could tell he really wanted to help people. You may not agree with his methods. You may not agree with Corey and them, how they do it, but you could tell they're more sincere than these people on the right. I mean, it's just sad, man. He keeps throwing jabs at Corey. Threw another one right there. You see how he threw another jab at the end? That's your personality. And Corey is still being cool with this man. Watch, you're going to see how he just keep going. His whole tone is not right. You don't go to another man's platform and have that type of tone. That's like me. I don't like the N-word, but I don't tell the next man not to use the N-word. I do like in the mainstream, but the only time I ever really check someone about the N-word is if they're in my house. But out there and about, man, I'm not going to tell another grown man what he can say and what he can't say.
I'm a Republican.
You didn't know that?
I'm a
like him.
straight up,
I know
up
who he
and
is, but I
down
don't want
Republican. And matter of fact,
Sorry, Mom.
people need to really understand their history, because Republicans were the party of black people. It's the original party of black people. They were the
motherfucker.
party that actually freed the slaves. Lincoln was a straight up Republican. When you're talking about the emancipation, when you're talking about 1865, when you're talking about what we stood for as
This motherfucker. How you gonna bring up black people was Republicans? Because they were Republicans. But they were slaves during that time. And Lincoln didn't free the slaves because he had a moral compass. He freed the slaves because it was a business decision. He even said it. If we could keep slavery and keep the the Union strong, I will keep slavery. He didn't care about black people. He didn't care about black slaves. He freed black slaves because it was a business decision. He wanted to make the Union strong, to bring the country together. He reminded me of those people on the right who say black people were better off when they were slaves. This man, are you stupid?
We were taught to vote that no matter what. You vote Democrat no matter what.
I agree.
But this is the difference between the parties. On a very fundamental level, not complicated at all.
Really? You finna say it's a difference between the parties?
This is the difference.
I can't wait to hear this.
No. You may say that it's the same type of public politicians that take advantage of the taxpayers and take advantage of the people. The difference in the parties historically is Republicans want less government so you can do what the fuck you want to do. And Democrats want more control, so they want to control what your money is, where your tax dollars go, and what you can do with your money.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you this.
That's the fundamental difference.
It's starting to heat up. But if you notice, Corey is still cool. Corey's still being cool with him. But he has that tone. Okay? But watch out Corey say something that he don't even want to answer. The best thing Corey said throughout this whole thing. And Corey's a comedian, man.
People that don't vote are ignorant as fuck.
Well, I guess I'm ignorant because I would never participate in no
People
sucker
that
shit.
don't vote, and
I'm
it's
gonna
so
show
funny.
up and vote like a sucker.
And not only is it ignorant,
We had Republican presidents, we had Democratic presidents.
Now you see that? That's the key to all these Republicans who are always talking about, well, black people vote Democrat. Dude, we've had everything. The whole system is basically stupid because how you going to just have two major parties for this many people? But there's been many Republicans. Matter of fact, Ronald Reagan did more damage to the black community than anybody. What is wrong with this man? His godfather, Ronald Reagan, was the worst president for black people ever. Who you think put the...
You're not even
We in
hearing
the
what I'm
same
saying.
joint.
I'm talking about locally. You talking about national.
I don't give a fuck if
It
it's
matters.
local.
It
I don't,
matters.
if you
It
vote,
absolutely
that
matters.
means you in line.
And people will sit there and say, well, Corey was doing this. Corey was doing this. Corey laughed stuff off. Brother. Corey called him brother many times. Said he's just trying to connect with him. And now you'll see Corey finally had enough of this food.
Now listen, we're nobody.
Okay, he's finally had enough of this. And watch what Anton say next. Didn't Anton say he was a Christian? Why would a Christian say what he's getting ready to say?
Real
No, it's
gladiators make it happen. And the gladiators, I ain't gonna lie, we are under control right now. We haven't rose up and did what needs to be done.
Who
But
are you under control by?
It ain't, you under control by the people who will motherfucking blow this motherfucker up. We ain't stupid.
Who is he? Because I want to know who.
Why do you think that ICE agent was able to shoot that
I want to
woman?
know who the. Hold on. Let's be real. Fuck that woman.
Now you see that, man? Is that how Christians talk? You're supposed to have good in your heart, man. What kind of faith do they have? But we know because the KKK used the Bible, used Christianity to do their bad deeds. A lot of these Christianity people, they're hypocrites. This is on full display.
Police.
Who ain't on the streets?
Or the
I'm in
ICE
Detroit.
agents or whatever.
You in LA. I'm in Detroit. I'm in the blackest city in the United States of America. I can move anywhere I want to go. I choose to stay in the core of my city, and I choose to participate in my neighborhood. I choose to tithe to the streets. I choose to put kids through college. I choose to interact and truly use my tax dollars and whatever it is and give jobs. I employ over 50 people. I put my money in my community with my people. So I choose to engage. So when we talking about being in the streets, that don't count to me. I don't hear
that's
that
what
shit.
should count.
I don't hear that
because
shit.
out there in the streets where the people live that you helping, they could get pulled over and shot by a cop, and an investigation will be said. But here's the truth: we know, if I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Oh my God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong? What I
This
said?
is so insane.
Is that what I said? I said
this
when
is
the
so
cops
insane.
shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
You see his aggression as he's speaking? Corey still comes. Corey is still cool with this man.
You like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to say all black people are stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not.
I don't think you got
people all the time.
Well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me? Because I
talk
don't
about
know.
liberal
I hear
white
you
women
about
literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single day.
Caucasian female, the biggest enemy.
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But we gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the core.
I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. We say that, but here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall
I'm an
of
equal
it?
accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you
You don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
He don't want to say nothing about the people who control everything. White women don't have any power, just like poor white people don't have any power. It's the rich people who have all the power in this country. How can you not see that? But I'm starting to understand why a lot of people don't see that, because you got these journalists like him spreading germs. That's what he is. He's a journalist, spreading germs. That's what they do. They take information from the regular journalists who manipulated everything, and they spread it themselves. And it's all lies.
Something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation. Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down, because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it.
No.
Why you don't want to get into that, man? Because he don't want to lose that money. This man, a lot of those black maggots, they have a lot of fear in them. They know black people, especially in some of the urban communities, they're easy targets. They can't defend themselves. That's why they go after them. That's why. But for the most part, Corey was talking politics. This man kept shooting direct jabs, direct shots at Corey. He came there in bad faith.
And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me, because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah, homie, let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
ain't nobody
suck
gonna tell you.
dick.
Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do
when
that.
I tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's
switch seats.
I'm with it.
Homie.
Darlene, get your ass out the way. Get your ass out the way. Darlene still look good, boy.
I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
you
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either.
Okay, but that gay shit,
I don't give a fuck about what you talking
hey,
about.
homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit right now.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I'm gonna respect
I don't do
you
no
'cause it's your
dick sucking
platform.
shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I'm here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're not bossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do dick
We can put
sucking
the
shit.
microphone right now and go on back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
You running your mouth. I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this shit
sucking
for the
shit.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
If you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that, I'll respect you. But don't boss up on me, because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how would it
call this nigga out his name?
Nigga, I'm
No, you didn't. You didn't call him a name until damn near the show. But he was calling you names throughout the whole show. He was jabbing throughout the whole show, throwing uppercuts throughout the whole show. At least up until this point, throughout this whole time, he was throwing uppercuts. He was throwing jabs. Corey did not call him out of name. Corey was trying to be cool with this man. The whole time until the end, he finally had enough.
I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on. Hold on 1 second.
Dude, you haven't showed any respect on his platform the whole time. But you did not respect his platform. You were aggressive from the beginning. You was throwing jabs from the beginning. And this all happened from a man who talked about black people don't get along. He knew what he was doing. He wanted to make his point. That was his point. That's why he started it off with that. And folks, there's a lot of black people who get along. Okay? We need to stop this narrative. This man came in bad faith, folks, using the same talking points, the same stereotypes about black people, and then agitated Corey, kept nudging him. He started this. He was in the wrong. And that was the breakdown.
Broke it down to its very last compound.